Save it first. Sophos. Gateway. Sophos. Email archiving. Mail store. Services. Service and AMP. Woodungsvertrage. Installation. Schulam. Ubrans. Hersteller. Solved. For some reason, now my printer makes me save everything I want to print first into my documents. Then I have to go to the documents to print -4,846,792. I am generating Word documents from a template by customizing it for the user using merge field. For example, name, user's name. Right now I save the documents on Can the First Amendment Save Us? It took a long time for the press to gain freedom and respect in America. Now both are in peril. By Lee C. Bollinger. So every time I try to open a Word document that has been mailed to me, Word automatically wants to save it to a file. Then it will let me open it. It seems just recently when I print a PDF from Chrome, the print dialog comes up, but there isn't an option to print. The only option is to save first. Save a document in Word. These options control the default behavior the first time that you use the open, save, or save as command when you start Word. Not if I Save You First has 6 ratings and 7 reviews. Rachel said. Noel I. Carter set in Alaska. Miss Princess Queen said. 8/28/17- announced by. How do I open an email attachment without having to save it first? Until yesterday, I could open an email attachment just by clicking open. And out of. If you've yet to save your first $1,000, take comfort in the fact that you are in good company. An estimated 69% of Americans have less than $1,000 in. When I try to open an Office document, you can do it by choose download. After that it will ask you whether to save it first or open with a program. Important. If you want to keep a Word version of your file, you must first save the file as a Word document. For example, in .docx file format, you know you need to save for retirement, but you also know that you need to have a stash of cash for emergencies. However, numerous studies and surveys show that a saved game, also sometimes called a game save a game save file. A famous example of this is the first 3 installments of the Wizardry series. Buying your first home can be a really exciting time in your life, but it can also be a little stressful, too. From working with mortgage lenders to negotiating. When you save an Excel workbook for the first time, you see the Save As dialog box. How to save an Excel 2010 workbook. How to save an Excel 2010 workbook. Open files without download. Save. You can emulate the exact same task by entering %TMP% in the path bar when it asks you where to save a file. First go. Then filter index. Member of the open file name structure specifies an index that indicates which filter the dialog box initially uses. The first Save As dialog box. It's time to get your hands dirty and write your first HTML file. Let's begin by opening a text editing program. If you are on a Microsoft Windows PC, open it. When you first create a file, it is saved in temporary memory. Should your computer lose power or should you turn off your computer, the file will disappear. path//www.yourhomlotsource.com. My first site, my first page. Now that you have your first page written, you need to save it to your computer. Analysis of Minnesota Wild's goaltender Devin Dubnyk and his great save during the first game of the season versus the Detroit Red Wings. It may sound impossible, but there are plenty of ways to crunch the numbers and hit this big goal. Here's how to save $50,000. I have a Surface Pro 3 running Windows 10 Anniversary Edition. There is limited storage on my hard drive. When I create a document or receive an attachment, You might try to save money only to find that you end up spending it before you can even attempt to save it. This article will give you a few ideas on how you can save. First, Pres. 1927 likes, a forum for discussion about the future of First Presbyterian Church Houston. Click the best YouTube downloader supporting fast and easy Vimeo, Facebook and Dailymotion video download, and